A hunter ventures into a dense forest chasing a deer, and soon he loses his way and he's lost. An entire day passes by, but the hunter can't find his way out of the forest. Second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day passes by. The hunter is exhausted as hell, losing hope, hungry, scared to death, feeble because of starvation, inch by inch dragging his body from one spot to the other spot, and totally in state of despair. Amidst this state of despair, he suddenly spots something which looks like a fruit tree. And whatever energy he can conjure up, he conjures it up and pulls himself to reach that spot. And when he reaches the spot, hallelujah, he spots an apple tree. An apple tree amidst a dense forest when he's lost for 5 days. He thanks God, he thanks all universal sources to help him, give him a second life. He plucks the apple, and as he eats the first apple, his joy seems to have no bound. He plucks more apples, 10, 20 more apples. He eats the second apple, but second apple gives him a little less happiness. Third apple, fourth apple, fifth apple, and by the time he eats the 10th apple, he's not only not happy, he is ungrateful. He is ungrateful for having found those apples after 5 days of exhaustion and starvation. He finds himself complaining about the sour taste of apples. In fact, he even sees himself throw away some of those apples. And this is what in economics we call law of diminishing marginal utility. And in life, this is called law of diminishing gratitude. Lack of appreciation for small little things that make life worth living. You and I can refer to it as the law of 10th apple effect. That is, the first apple, the joy that it gives us is not the same as the 10th apple, the joy that gives us. And trust me, there's nothing wrong with the apples, but there's something majorly wrong with the person eating these apples. And this is what we do in life as well. We live in abundance of everything. No wonder we find ourselves complaining about almost everything. We complain about family, spouse, children, parents, government, policies, road, food, traffic, air, water, almost everything. We always have two choices, to be grateful or to be stressful. But we choose to be stressful and hence find ourselves complaining about everything. But hold, during this lockdown, have you not found yourself saying, thank God I'm healthy and safe? Thank God I have my loved ones by me. Thank God I have a job that pays me. Thank God I am in a country where my government is taking care of me better than most of the best countries in the world. Have we not experienced being thankful during these lockdown days? Thankful. That is being grateful, and that is called gratitude. Trust me guys, scientifically, gratitude is one of the highest mental states of being. There is enough, and there are enough sophisticated physiological markers which establish that gratitude is that emotion which releases a hormone called oxytocin. Oxytocin is that hormone which is popularly called the love hormone, because oxytocin ensures good health. Oxytocin ensures quick recovery from diseases as fatal as cancer. Oxytocin ensures anti-aging. Oxytocin ensures trust. Oxytocin ensures strong bonds, not just platonic bonds but also romantic bonds. Oxytocin is that hormone which detoxifies the complete body and adds extra healthy years to life. And oxytocin is released each time we experience gratitude. That is, we are thankful. The quality and quantity of thankfulness that we experience ensures that we don't only enjoy good healthy life, but we also have extra glow on our faces. So pause and think. Did you experience gratitude today? Did you thank anyone for making your life worth living? Just pause and think.